Shabana Mahmood said that she was disappointed to see pro-Palestinian marches go ahead after the attack last night across the country. She said that she thought it was dishonourable. She said people could have just stepped back and given communities a day or two to grieve and process what had happened. Does she have a point, do you think?
Do Palestinians have time to grieve?
No, I think Shabana Mahmood is also being deeply irresponsible. There's a lot of it about. I think ultimately conflating protests against a genocide in Gaza and ultimately weaponising that against an anti-Semitic attack on our streets, a terrorist attack, is deeply irresponsible. And again, democratic, non-violent protest is a cornerstone of our democracy. And I think it's worrying when government are increasingly trying to crush down dissent and again using what is a brutal attack that many of us in the Jewish community, in fact all of us in the Jewish community, are feeling very deeply to try and use that to point at protest and say people don't have a right to also speak out against the genocide is both conflating issues, it's incoherent, and it's exactly the opposite of what we need from politicians. We need statesmanship in this moment. We need responsibility. We need people to be sensitive about their language, but also recognise that there is complexity to this, and it can't just be about finger-pointing at people who are very worried about a genocide. I think it's really problematic if someone is trying to weaponise the attack that happened yesterday to try and silence protest in this country against the genocide. Again, they're separate issues. Of course, we should always look to be respectful, but we also need to be clear what this government is doing. They are selling arms to Israel. They are sharing intelligence for an ongoing genocide. So I'm less concerned about the policing of language and civility, and I'm more concerned about the actual bombs that are landing on people. Of course, I would make a call to everyone to be sensitive to the Jewish community, to recognise what's happening, but again, speaking as a member of the Jewish community, I wouldn't want anyone to feel like they had to be silent about a genocide that's happening because of an outrageous, atrocious attack that happened on our soil too. These are separate things, and we should condemn them all.